So I'm going to take a few minutes to go over our Desire to Learn classroom, and I'm going to show you just a few things. So I am signed in right now as a student, and the first thing I want to show you is every week you will be getting a weekly checklist, and I highly recommend that you use these. What I do is I load up everything that is due that week in a checklist form. Now, you do not need to submit the checklist. You do not need to turn in the checklist. This is just another way of you double checking that you've turned in everything that you need to turn in. So let's just take a look at what the checklist looks like. So if you click on, and the checklists are always under news. So if you click on the checklist, it will pop up for you, and it will tell you what you need to do that week. So it will have the things that you need to do, and it will have the things that you are graded on. Now, I do not recommend just going down the list and doing everything because you will miss some of the things that you need to review, but it is a great way for you to double check that you have done everything. So let me go back to Course Home. Now, the way I recommend going about doing everything is going in through the content. So to get started, you're going to go in through orientation, and you're going to do the orientation folder. And you're going to go through and review everything. Now, obviously, I'll have this updated by the time you get in, and it'll be for the fall 2018. But you're going to go through and you'll do everything in this folder. Just click and review, go down through. And then there's a nice little quiz here, super easy, but you'll go through and do everything. When you are done with that, you'll go back to the home, and you will start with the course content and go into chapter 1, and we start with chapter 1, and you will go on in and go through and read everything. And I also have the quizzes linked in each of the chapter folders. So you'll go through and you will read or view whatever I have listed here, and I have the assignments also listed there. And as you go through and do it, you can double check with the checklist that you have completed everything. At the top navigation bar, I also want to point out that you can get to the discussions. There are 2 discussions this semester. You can get to the quizzes. Now, I do have the quizzes linked within the content, but if for some reason a link is not working, you can always get to the quizzes through the quiz in the navigation bar. You can check your grades, the checklists. You can also get to right here, the Dropbox. The Dropbox is very important because this is where you're going to find the directions for your research project. So let's take a moment and look at that. So if you click the Dropbox, and I do encourage that you do that, you're going to go to the research assignment. And here are the directions, and I give you an overview of what your research assignment will be. And you're going to go through, and then here is the rubric on how I grade it. And please review the rubric. That will help you a whole lot. The other thing with your research project that I want to point out, and this will help you, there is a folder that I have some videos that I walk you through doing the research project. So with the research project, let me show you a folder that will help you with that. And the research project is not difficult. I think the most important thing is to carefully read the directions, to follow the directions, and to make sure that you've read chapter 2 before you start the research project. And the reason I say that is because understanding research or understanding research methodology is really important. So here there is a folder on the research project. And if you go into that folder, there is, I have some videos that will help you. So please go through all of this before you even start doing your research project. The other thing I want to say about your research project, you do the first one, and I give you a lot of feedback. Then you do your second one, and I give you a lot of feedback. Then, if you want, you can do a third one. Now, the third one is not required, But if you do the third one, I take the top 2 grades, and that becomes the 50 points for towards your research project. So if you would like, let's say you do the first one and it doesn't go well at all, which I'm not expecting, but let's just say that happens. Well, you still get 2 more chances, and you could theoretically get 100% on it because you still have 2 more opportunities, and you could use the other 2 as your 2 research projects. It will make more sense when you go through and view the videos and read the directions. News is I post here, and the news will pop up different every week. And every week, basically, I have the checklist. And if anything else is coming up, I do post that for news. I also have a link to the library, and you will need to access the library in order to do the research project. I will tell you, for the research project, you cannot find the articles by Googling them. You will need to go into the library. When I say go in, I mean virtually go in, sign into the library in order to find the articles. And that is a basic summary of our classroom. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be very happy to help you.